just want to commend Arkansas for coming in and playing extremely well. I think Mike's doing and his staff are doing a tremendous job for having a team that doesn't have one returning starter averaging double-figure points a year ago, and they're scoring 70 points a night. I just think he's doing a tremendous job with them. I thought they played extremely hard. I thought they had a great plan. You know, obviously the first half was really disheartened. This team is really a struggle for me defensively. They don't play anything like I like them to play on that end. I spent the first half coaching our heart. It's extremely frustrating because I've never had a team like this. Obviously, offensively, we're super, ultra talented. But from a defensive standpoint, in defense, when I'm talking about defense, I'm talking about energy and effort. That last group we had on the floor tonight, you saw defense. You saw people denying handoffs, denying one pass away, playing really hard. Well, it took 35 minutes to get to that point in my mind. And it's just, this group is a challenge. I won't make it, y'all. I promise you, 14 more games like this where I've got to spend the first half, I'll be 6 feet under come March. I mean, it is a challenge and a struggle with this group right now to get them to play hard defensively and do the things that I won't get done. Morgan had a big first half for us, obviously, and made 8 shots, had 18, I think, at half, and or 16 at half, 8 for 11. You guys don't know this, but Blair couldn't pick her arm up over her waist last night. She got hurt yesterday in practice. We sent her to the doctor, and she got up this morning at 10 o'clock. She couldn't shoot past the block. Could not get a ball to the rim past the block. I told her to go get more treatment. I'd see her at 1. At 1 o'clock, she could shoot it from 15, but that was about it. Julie is our MVP with her today because she got her ready to play, and pretty tough kid. Took a pretty good blow yesterday in practice, and to come back and do what she did was really, really big. Roshunda Johnson with a double-double. I mean, it's hard to do no matter what position. To shoot it as well as she did and to have the 10 assists, 3 steals was really special. I thought Victoria took over the game in the third quarter. And when she makes up her mind to take over a ball game and is feeling it, she's hard to deal with. She almost had a double-double with 9 rebounds. She was 1 shy of a double-double. So, you know, the score is very misleading in my mind. Again, offensively, y'all, we're really talented. But sometimes offense doesn't travel. You're going to have to rely on your defense one of these nights. And we're just nowhere near, mentally, we're just nowhere near being the defensive team that we're going to need to be to win the league.
Morgan, a lot of open looks in that first quarter when they were doubling and triple teaming Tierra. I guess, what were you feeling tonight whenever you saw those open looks?
Take a shot. Coach said before the game, he was like, "Oh, you're probably not gonna guard you, so be ready to knock down your shot, get your free throw line, jump shot," and that's what I did. I didn't hesitate. I just took it, and they went in.
Coach, 4 seniors at the podium combined for 74 points. As teams continue to key in on Tierra, how do they have to continue to hit shots outside?
Well, it's just it. I mean, if people are going to back off of one of these 4, they're probably going to pay the price. These kids are all very good shooters, very good. 3 of the 4 can really go one-on-one and create their own shot. Blair's my space eater. She just stands over there in the corner, and either you guard her or you pay the price if you don't. And she opens up the floor for everybody else. So, again, I thought tonight, Rowe made some big shots there in the second half, but I thought Victoria was really special again, just kind of taking over the game. You just can't guard her when she's in that zone. And if people are going to treat T the way they treated her tonight, then these kids have got to step up, no doubt.
Victoria got 100 for 2,000 points, before the game. I mean, I know people appreciate she's good, but do you think they realize how gifted of a scorer she really is?
No, I've said it for 4 years. we've been blessed to have the all-time leading scorer in the history of girls high school basketball play at Mississippi State the last 4 years. You've got a kid down there that is All-American. She's been All-SEC first team the last 2 years. Should have been the third year. The freshman year, she led the league in scoring, but that wasn't good enough to be first team, so she was second team. But I've seen her make more big shots than probably any player I've ever coached or recruited. And, I just think, I hope people really appreciate and understand how special that kid really is. I think she's the benefit right now of putting some really good players around her. You got some really good weapons around her now, especially at guard. So you got to figure out who you think can guard her right now. But right now, I don't think Tori thinks there's anybody on the planet that can guard her. She shoots 65% again tonight, 3 for 7 from 3, so that's 40-something%. She didn't get to the free throw line, which is unusual for her, but I mean, she's no turnovers, 2 steals, 2 assists. It's a pretty complete game, y'all. And the kid's playing at a really high level right now.
A lot of people have thrown around the last 3 years. She's a streaky shooter, but she's hitting a lot of high percentage shots this year. Just what's
She's not streaky anymore. I mean, you can't talk about her being anything other than right now she is one of the top basketball players in the country. She's a smart basketball player. She's not taking bad shots. She took 1 bad shot tonight. She's not taking bad shots. She's taking good shots. She's taking great shots. She's turning good shots into great shots. And, she averages 2 steals a game, And she'd tell you, I complain a lot about her defense, but she's going to end up averaging over 2 steals a game this year. She keeps doing what she's doing. And she's become a tremendous passer. When she dribble penetrates, you come off a tee, she'll find tee.
Victoria, you've been here like 110 games, like 2,000 points. Does it feel like, is it weird being honored for like 2,000 points? Does it feel like you've been here forever, or do you feel like you just got here?
It don't feel weird because, again, I've scored a lot of points in my career, so, I just take the award and move on to the game. It's behind me now, so we got to be focused on something else.
Was there something in you tonight, because you got honored for your scoring, that maybe this was a night where you could show it off a little?
No. Again, I came out to play and try to help my teammates and play positive.
Probably not that you're not capable of getting 10 assists in the game, but would you have ever imagined that you would have gotten 10 assists in the morning?
Yes, because I look to find my teammates, and I'm confident that when I'm passing the ball, they'll knock it down, knowing that we have so much depth on the team. So it's possible. It's just a matter of who's hot.
Is it easy?
It's not easy, but when my teammates are knocking down shots, I guess you can say today it kind of was.
Morgan, speaking for maybe more of a traditional point guard, how difficult is it to get 10 assists?
It's kind of difficult. I mean, it's not really on you. It's whoever makes a shot. But I feel like if you take up enough people, get enough space for them, pass to the next person, they got a lot of time to shoot the ball. I feel like that's a good high percentage shot that you'll get that assist. So, and they take a couple dribbles, but it's okay.
What was it like to be on the scoring end to maybe give some of your teammates some assists?
It was nice. I mean, I had open looks. I had to take a shot. Tonight I was out there, I gotta get this many points or anything. I just had open looks and I knocked them down tonight. So, I'm glad I'm knocked down open shots. Talked to Coach today. He told me I haven't made a field goal in the last, however many games. So I need to redeem myself and get back to making shots for my team.
Blair, how did your arm feel during the game? Did you feel it, or did you just kind of shoot through it?
At the beginning, it was fine. I think the adrenaline and medicine was kicking in a little bit. But then I got tangled up trying to box out, and that really hurt. And so I just think from then on, it was just try and focus on the game. And I think when I focus on the game, taking charges and everything, my mind kind of shifts off my shoulder a little bit, but it's all right. I'm just gonna keep doing treatment, and I'll be fine.
Is it corny to ask if one shooter can kind of shooters and kind of ride that and get in your groove, so to speak, too?
I mean, yeah, I think when you're surrounded by great shooters, it's like, you're hot, I'm hot, you're hot, everybody's hot. I mean, keep finding each other. We have great chemistry, so why not keep pushing it when it's hot? Just like when Victoria was getting hot, kept get her the ball, we got our lead extended, and next thing you know, Arkansas is taking a timeout. So it's just like understanding which teammate needs it and when, and then that's when your team can really benefit from it.
Vic, going back on the road, what's your early thoughts on LSU?
Well, Nikki does a great job, and they got one of the premier guards in the country, and Regine, and we'll have to figure out who can guard her, and they're playing some bigger kids. They've not had some size in the past, so they've got some size. I do worry about what other people try to do offensively, defensive wise, but right now we've got to figure out our own issues, and we've got to make some corrections within ourselves, to me. But road in the SEC, as you know, is really a hard place to play. It takes great leadership. Your seniors have got to kind of help manage the team a little bit and keep everybody focused, and hopefully these 4 kids up here will help me keep everybody focused and ready to play. It's an early tip on Sunday. The thing about a 1 o'clock game is it means you got to have a shoot around at 7 in the morning. It means you got to get them up at 6:15, 6. And, I could let them sleep in and not. A lot of people do that. We've not had a lot of success doing that. If I asked Tori what she wanted to do, what she wants to do, and what she knows that we need to do, probably 2 different things, but she's mature enough to know what we need to do. What do we need to do, Tori?
Shoot around.
Yeah. I mean, we've been, we've experienced both ends, so it's a challenge for sure. But again, I'm glad that we got 4 seniors that know what it's like. We've been down there and we've won before, so. But they're a different team completely, and again, a lot of respect for Nikki and that program.
I know you mentioned you're frustrated with the defense right now, but when you look at the stat sheet and you see 25 assists, 4 turnovers, 111 points, does it at least help you sleep a little better?
No.
You're going to be worried about that.
For me, it's just how you respect and honor the game. I don't like how we just don't. To me, we're just out there sometimes. We don't play hard. We just hope you miss. Those are the reasons why people don't watch the NBA, by the way. Think about it. Well, we built this program. We built our fan base because they want to come watch kids play hard. That's what we built it on. We built it on defense. We didn't build it on offense. We built it on. So it's hard for me to get past that piece. Yes, I love the fact we scored 111 points. I absolutely love the fact that we're scoring a lot of points. Thank goodness we are. But I have a big picture mentality where there's going to be a night where our offense doesn't travel. Well, then we're going to have to hang our hat on our defense that night. And right now, we ain't got any place to hang it.
How do you think you fix that, then?
I'll fix it. Yeah, I know how to fix it. Yeah. I said it tonight on the bench. Just get me to practice tomorrow. I'll fix this mess.
Bro, do you think that there's any, if there has been a tendency to kind of get lulled into the fact that you guys are scoring, coming in averaging 86-4 and you score 111, and maybe you think a little bit that you don't need to play the kind of defense that coach is talking about? Why not?
I just think we just didn't come out ready to play like we should have, and knowing the team that we are. And I feel like they punched us first and we didn't punch first, so it's not anything different. We just need to play our defense.
And you guys are still, you feel that you're still capable of playing the kind of defense that he wants you guys to play?
We are. We'll fix it.
questions?